AFP Code of Ethics. Today, we're discussing the code that defines us as soldiers, the moral compass that guides our every action, the Armed Forces of the Philippines AFP Code of Ethics. Think of it like this: you've got the skills, the training, the firepower, but what makes a soldier truly great? What separates a hero from a villain? It's not just about following orders or winning battles. It's about honor, integrity, and unwavering loyalty to our country and our people. Just like the legendary heroes of our past, Lapu-Lapu, Gregorio del Pilar, Jose Rizal, who fought for our freedom and independence. We too have a code to live by, a set of principles that defines who we are and what we stand for. So, are you ready to discover the true meaning of being a Filipino soldier? Are you ready to embrace the values that will guide you on the battlefield and beyond? Let's dive in and explore the AFP Code of Ethics together. Let's discuss the bedrock of our military ethos, the AFP Code of Ethics. This isn't just a bunch of rules to memorize. It's the compass that guides our actions, the foundation of our honor, and the bond that unites us as defenders of the nation. Importance of the Preamble, our guiding star. Think of the Preamble as the mission statement of the AFP Code of Ethics. It lays out who we are, what we aspire to be, and what we're committed to doing. It's a reminder that we're not just soldiers, but protectors of the people, guardians of our sovereignty, and champions of democracy, just like the ancient samurai code of Bushido guided Japanese warriors. Our Code of Ethics provides us with a moral framework and a sense of purpose. It's the guiding star that helps us navigate the complexities of military life and make the right decisions, even in the face of adversity. Article 1. Identity. Knowing our role. This first article is all about understanding our unique role in society. It's about recognizing the trust that the Filipino people have placed in us and the immense responsibility we bear as defenders of the nation. Think of it like a soccer team. Each player has a specific position and role to play, and they all need to work together to win the game. Similarly, each of us has a unique role in the AFP, and we all need to understand and fulfill our responsibilities to achieve our common goal, the defense of our nation. This article reminds us that we're not just soldiers, but public servants. We're the guardians of our nation's freedom, the protectors of our people, and the champions of our democratic values. We are the heirs to a proud legacy of Filipino warriors who fought for our independence, and it's our duty to uphold that legacy. Throughout history, armies around the world have played a vital role in their societies. The Roman legions were not only warriors, but also engineers, builders, and administrators. Similarly, the AFP has played a crucial role in nation building, from disaster relief efforts to infrastructure projects. The AFP Code of Ethics is not just a set of rules. It's a way of life. It's about integrity, honor, and service to the nation. It's about understanding our role in society and fulfilling our responsibilities with unwavering dedication. By living by this code, we can become the kind of soldiers that the Filipino people can be proud of, the kind of warriors who can truly make a difference in the world. Constitutional mandate, our oath to the people. This section is all about recognizing the Philippine Constitution as the supreme law of the land, and the AFP's mandate to serve and protect the Filipino people. It's like a sacred oath, a solemn vow we make to defend our nation's sovereignty and territorial integrity against all threats, both internal and external. Think of it like the Knights of the Round Table, pledging their loyalty to King Arthur and the realm. We, as members of the AFP, have a similar duty to our country and its citizens. This constitutional mandate is what sets us apart from other professions and defines our ultimate purpose. Organization and chain of command, unity in structure. This section outlines the organizational structure of the AFP. We are part of the executive branch, led by the President, who is our Commander-in-Chief. The chain of command flows from the President to the Chief of Staff and down to the lowest levels. Think of it like a pyramid, with the President at the top and the rest of us forming the strong base. This structure ensures unity of command, clear lines of communication, and effective decision-making. The AFP is composed of three major services: the Philippine Army, the Philippine Air Force, and the Philippine Navy. Each service has its own specialized role, but they all work together to protect our nation. And let's not forget our reservists and citizen armed forces, who play a crucial role in supporting our regular troops in times of need. They are the force multipliers, the everyday heroes who step up to defend our country when called upon. Commitment, measures, and standards, our duty to excel. This section is all about professionalism and excellence. We are expected to be the best at what we do, to constantly strive for improvement, and to uphold the highest standards of conduct in all our actions. Think of it like a professional athlete. They train relentlessly, push their limits, and strive for excellence in every game. As soldiers, we have a similar duty to ourselves, our unit, and our country. We must be credible in the eyes of the public, earning their trust, confidence, and respect through our actions. This means being honest, transparent, and accountable in everything we do. The AFP Code of Ethics is not just a document. It's a way of life. It's a reminder of our solemn duty to serve and protect our nation, to uphold the Constitution, and to strive for excellence in all that we do. By living by this code, we can become the kind of soldiers that the Filipino people can be proud of. The AFP core values, our moral compass. Think of our core values as the compass that keeps us on the right path. They define who we are as soldiers, what we stand for, and how we conduct ourselves in every situation. Just like the ancient Spartans lived by their code of honor and discipline, we too adhere to a set of values that shape our identity and actions. These values are the foundation of our military ethos, and they are honor. Honor is our most cherished virtue. It's about integrity, honesty, and living a life of moral courage. Think of it like a samurai's katana, a symbol of their unwavering commitment to their code of honor. An honorable soldier does not lie, cheat, or steal, and always upholds the highest ethical standards. Loyalty. Loyalty is the glue that holds our organization together. It's about unwavering dedication to our country, our Constitution, and our duly constituted authorities. Just like the 300 Spartans who stood their ground at Thermopylae, we remain loyal to our comrades, our leaders, and our mission, even in the face of overwhelming odds. Valor. Valor is not just about bravery in battle. It's about overcoming fear, standing up for what's right, and persevering in the face of adversity. Think of the Filipino guerrillas who fought tirelessly against the Japanese occupation during World War II, never giving up hope for their country's liberation. Duty. Duty is our unwavering commitment to fulfilling our responsibilities, no matter how difficult or dangerous. It's about putting the mission first, even before our own personal desires or safety. Just like the firefighters who rush into burning buildings to save lives, we put duty above all else, knowing that our actions can make a real difference. Solidarity. Solidarity is the bond that unites us as brothers and sisters in arms. It's about teamwork, camaraderie, and mutual support. Think of the Musketeers' motto, all for one, and one for all. In the AFP, we stand together, work together, and fight together as one cohesive unit. The AFP core values are not just empty words. They are the very essence of what it means to be a Filipino soldier. They are the principles that guide our actions, shape our character, and inspire us to be the best version of ourselves. By embracing these values, we not only strengthen our military, but also contribute to a stronger, more resilient, and more united Philippines. The AFP Organization and Supremacy of Civilian Authority. These sections are crucial for understanding our role within the larger framework of Philippine society. The AFP Organization, Efficiency and Effectiveness. Think of the AFP organization like a well-oiled machine. Every part needs to work together seamlessly to achieve our mission with maximum efficiency and effectiveness. This means avoiding unnecessary duplication of efforts, streamlining our processes, and ensuring that every soldier and unit has a clear role to play. Think of the famous Roman legions, renowned for their disciplined organization and tactical efficiency. They were able to conquer vast territories and maintain a sprawling empire, thanks to their well-structured and efficient military organization. Our own AFP has also undergone significant organizational reforms throughout history, adapting to the changing needs of our nation. Supremacy of civilian authority serving the people. This section emphasizes a fundamental principle of our democracy. The military is subordinate to civilian authority. In other words, we serve the people, not the other way around. This means following the laws, respecting the decisions of our elected officials, and upholding the Constitution. Think of it like a sports team. The players are the military, and the coach is the civilian government. The players are highly skilled and trained, but they ultimately follow the coach's game plan. Throughout history, there have been numerous examples, military coups and dictatorships, where the military seized power from civilian authorities. However, the Philippines has a strong tradition of civilian control over the military, ensuring that our armed forces remain accountable to the people they serve. Examples of our adherence to civilian authority can be seen in our everyday lives. We pay taxes, we vote in elections, and we follow the laws like any other citizen. We also submit to the command of the President, who is a civilian, as our Commander-in-Chief. Chain of command, unity and accountability. Imagine a ladder, where each rung represents a level of authority. That's the chain of command. It ensures that orders flow smoothly from the top down, and information flows back up. This structure promotes unity, discipline, and accountability within our ranks. In the AFP, following the chain of command is not just a matter of discipline. It's essential for mission success. When everyone knows their role and follows orders, we can operate as a cohesive unit, achieving our objectives with minimal casualties. But remember, the chain of command also works both ways. It's not just about following orders. It's also about providing feedback, sharing information, and taking responsibility for our actions. Military leadership, inspiring and guiding. Leadership is not just about giving orders. It's about inspiring and motivating your troops to achieve their full potential. A good leader is like a shepherd, guiding their flock through challenging terrain and protecting them from harm. In the AFP, we strive to develop leaders who embody these qualities. We need leaders who can motivate their soldiers, make sound decisions under pressure, and always put the welfare of their troops first. People support the foundation of our strength. The AFP cannot succeed without the support and trust of the Filipino people. Our strength comes from the communities we serve, the families we protect, and the nation we defend. Think of it like a tree. Its roots are the people, providing nourishment and stability. Without strong roots, the tree cannot stand tall and weather the storms. In the Philippines, we have a long history of people's support for our military. During the Philippine Revolution, ordinary citizens provided food, shelter, and intelligence to our revolutionary forces, contributing to our eventual victory against the Spanish colonizers. National development beyond the battlefield. The AFP's mission extends beyond defending our borders. We also play a crucial role in national development, helping to build a better future for all Filipinos. Think of us as the engineers of progress, building roads, bridges, and schools, providing disaster relief and humanitarian assistance, and promoting peace and stability in conflict-ridden areas. Remember the aftermath of Typhoon Yolanda? The AFP played a crucial role in rebuilding communities, providing essential services, and restoring hope to those affected by the disaster. We'll explore some core principles that guide our relationship with politics, democracy, and the use of force. Remember, we are not just soldiers. We are also citizens with a responsibility to uphold our nation's values. Partisan politics, staying neutral. In the military, we steer clear of partisan politics. Our loyalty lies with the Constitution and the Filipino people, not any particular political party or candidate. Think of us like referees in a basketball game. We enforce the rules and ensure fair play, but we don't pick a side. We have the right to vote, but we don't use our position to influence others' choices. Democracy, serving the people's will. We are defenders of democracy, a system of government where the power rests with the people. We respect the will of the people as expressed through elections, and we protect their rights and freedoms. Think of us as the guardians of a precious treasure, the democracy that our forefathers fought and sacrificed for. Throughout history, there have been numerous examples of military dictatorships where the will of the people was suppressed. But in the Philippines, we have a strong tradition of civilian control over the military, ensuring that our armed forces serve the people, not the other way around. National interest, the greater good. Our duty is to protect the national interest, which means prioritizing the well-being of our country and its citizens above all else. This can involve defending our borders, protecting our resources, or providing humanitarian aid during disasters. Peace is our ultimate goal. While we are trained to fight, our ultimate goal is to promote peace and stability. We believe that development and progress can only thrive in a peaceful environment. That's why we actively participate in peace talks, reconciliation efforts, and community development projects. War a last resort. We only resort to war when all other peaceful means have failed. We believe in the sanctity of human life and the importance of resolving conflicts through dialogue and diplomacy. However, when war becomes inevitable, we are prepared to fight with all our might to defend our nation and our people. Use of armed force restraint and proportionality. When using force, we adhere to the principles of restraint and proportionality. We only use the minimum amount of force necessary to achieve our objectives, and we always strive to minimize civilian casualties. The AFP Code of Ethics is a reflection of our values as Filipino soldiers and citizens. We are committed to upholding democracy, serving the national interest, and promoting peace. We understand that the use of force is a last resort, and we always strive to act with restraint and proportionality. By adhering to these principles, we can ensure that our actions are not only effective but also ethical and just. Social justice, equality for all. The AFP is not just a fighting force. It's also an instrument for social justice. We believe that all Filipinos are created equal and deserve the same rights, opportunities, and protection under the law. Think of it like a balanced scale. We strive to ensure that everyone has an equal chance to succeed, regardless of their social status or background. We support programs that uplift the poor and marginalized, and we oppose any actions that would harm the welfare of the Filipino people. Human rights, respecting human dignity. As soldiers, we are sworn to protect the lives and property of all civilians, even those who are caught in the crossfire of conflict. We respect the inherent dignity of every human being, regardless of their nationality, ethnicity, or religion. Think of the Geneva Conventions, a set of international rules that protect civilians and wounded soldiers during wartime. These conventions are a testament to the global commitment to uphold human rights, even in the midst of conflict. We condemn all forms of inhuman treatment, such as torture, extrajudicial killings, and arbitrary detention. We uphold the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and other international treaties that protect the fundamental rights of all people. Enemies of the state, identifying threats to our nation. As defenders of the nation, we have a duty to identify and neutralize threats to our sovereignty and security. This includes foreign aggressors, those who seek to invade or occupy our territory; violent extremists, those who use violence to achieve their political or ideological goals; those who reject civilian authority, coup plotters, and those who undermine our democratic institutions; those who seek to divide the nation, separatist groups, and those who promote disunity and discord; organized criminals, those who engage in illegal activities that harm our communities, such as drug trafficking, human trafficking, and extortion. We remain vigilant against these threats, working tirelessly to protect our nation and its people. The AFP Code of Ethics is not just a set of rules. It's a reflection of our values as Filipino soldiers. We are committed to upholding social justice, respecting human rights, and defending our nation against all threats. By living by this code, we can ensure that our actions are not only effective but also ethical and just. Remember, our mission is not just to fight wars, but to build a better, safer, and more just Philippines for all. Military professionalism, more than just a uniform. Being a professional soldier isn't just about wearing a uniform or carrying a weapon. It's about upholding a higher standard, both in our actions and in our character. Just like a doctor takes an oath to do no harm, we take an oath to protect and serve our country with honor and integrity. As AFP soldiers, we have a similar code of ethics that guides our actions and defines our professionalism. Professionalism, the pursuit of excellence. Professionalism in the military is all about being the best at what we do. It's about mastering our skills, staying physically and mentally fit, and always striving for excellence in our duties. Think of a professional athlete. They train relentlessly, hone their skills, and push their limits to achieve peak performance. As soldiers, we also need to constantly train and improve our capabilities to be ready for any challenge that comes our way. But professionalism goes beyond technical skills. It's also about our character, our values, and our commitment to ethical conduct. A true professional soldier is loyal, trustworthy, and always puts the needs of the mission and the country above their own. Standard of loyalty, our pledge to the nation. Loyalty is the bedrock of our profession. We are loyal to the Republic of the Philippines, the Constitution, the AFP, and the people we serve. This means putting the interests of the nation above our own, defending our country against all threats, and upholding the rule of law. Standard of competence, mastering our craft. Competence is the ability to do our job effectively and efficiently. It's about having the knowledge, skills, and experience to perform our duties to the best of our ability. Think of a master carpenter who can build a beautiful house from scratch. They have the knowledge, skills, and experience to create something of value and lasting impact. Similarly, we must strive to become masters of our craft, constantly learning and improving our skills to better serve our country. Standard of ethics, doing what's right. Ethics is about making the right choices, even when no one is watching. It's about being honest, just, and compassionate in all our dealings, both with our fellow soldiers and with the civilians we serve. Think of the legendary Filipino hero, Gregorio del Pilar. He was known not only for his bravery in battle, but also for his integrity and his deep sense of duty. He serves as a reminder that a true soldier is not just a warrior, but also a person of strong moral character. Standard of morals, living a virtuous life. Morals are the principles that guide our behavior and shape our character. As soldiers, we are expected to uphold the highest moral standards, both in our personal and professional lives. The birth of the AFP Code of Ethics, a journey towards professionalism. We didn't just stumble upon our code of ethics overnight. It's the result of a deliberate and ongoing effort to build a truly professional armed forces of the Philippines. It's about setting a clear standard for our conduct, reflecting our values, and establishing a culture of excellence within our ranks. Think of it like a master swordsmith forging a katana. It takes time, effort, and meticulous attention to detail to create a weapon of exceptional quality. Similarly, the AFP Code of Ethics was crafted with care, incorporating input from a wide range of officers and enlisted personnel, ensuring it truly reflects the heart and soul of our military. It's also a living document, meaning it's not set in stone. It can be adapted and updated to reflect the changing landscape of our society and the challenges we face as a nation. Strict implementation, no exceptions. The AFP is committed to the strict and impartial implementation of the Code of Ethics. There are no exceptions, no special treatment, regardless of rank, position, or connections. This ensures that everyone is held to the same high standards, fostering a culture of fairness, accountability, and respect. Just like the ancient Roman army, which enforced strict discipline and punished even high-ranking officers for misconduct. We believe that upholding our code of ethics is essential for maintaining the integrity and effectiveness of our armed forces. The AFP Code of Ethics is more than just a set of rules. It's a testament to our commitment to professionalism, excellence, and service to our nation. It's a living document that reflects our values, guides our actions, and unites us as defenders of the Philippines. By upholding this code, we not only honor the legacy of our forefathers, but also ensure that the AFP remains a force for good, a beacon of hope, and a source of pride for all Filipinos. So, let's embrace this code, live by its principles, and continue our journey towards becoming a truly professional and world-class armed forces.